stages and processes in classical conditioning. Before we move any further with today's video, in order to understand the concepts that we discuss in today's video, it is absolutely crucial for you to have a good grasp over the concept of classical conditioning and that you're able to answer the question, what is classical conditioning? To help you in this endeavor, we have a video exactly discussing this topic on our channel. You can find this video by clicking on the link in the description box below, and it will also be pinned to the comment section, or click the I button on the top right corner of your screen. If you are already familiar with this topic, then you can go further, but if not, we highly recommend you looking at that video before you go any further with the current video. Right, so having said that, let's move on to looking at what we cover for today's video. Now, spontaneous recovery is the third phase of classical conditioning, in which there is a spontaneous and sudden increase in the response to the conditioned stimulus following a period of pause or break after the extinction has occurred. What happens is that although at the end of the extinction conditioning, the conditioned response disappears, the effects of conditioning does not disappear completely, because of which the spontaneous recovery phenomena is observed. Pavlov found that while during the extinction phase, the dogs did not salivate to the sound of the bell, after a break or a pause or a rest period, the sound of the bell again elicited the salivation, thereby demonstrating the spontaneous recovery phenomenon. Graphically, this can be plotted as shown here in this graph. We can see that following the pause, there is a spontaneous recovery of the conditioned response as shown here by the arrow. The occurrence of spontaneous recovery shows that extinction conditioning does not lead to unlearning the stimulus-response mappings we learn during the conditioning process. However, note that the conditioned response elicited in the spontaneous recovery phase is lesser in extent as compared to the conditioned response that we observe in the acquisition phase as plotted here. In other words, the conditioned response does not return to its full strength in the spontaneous recovery phase. In fact, we observed that multiple cycles of extinction recovery can further decrease the strength of the conditioned response observed in the recovery phase. So, the strength with which we observe the conditioned response in the acquisition phase does not return in its full strength in the spontaneous recovery. Now, in a future video, we will dive deeper into the topic of spontaneous recovery and try to answer why the conditioned response is lesser in its strength during the spontaneous recovery phase and what causes spontaneous recovery as well. However, in this video, we focused on learning what spontaneous recovery is. If today's video was helpful, then please don't forget to subscribe to Brain Cyclopedia. Also, make sure to like, share and comment on this video. Do make sure to press the bell icon as well for updates on our upcoming new videos, and also make sure to connect with us on all of our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. You can find the link of these platforms both on the channel banner, and also the links are in the description below and pinned to the comment section. See you in our next video.